Just making a cup of tea. Well, that's a little creep. A better way to start the video than this, but for the past like week or so, I've actually been like kind of a teeny tiny little bit poorly. My plant pot's fallen over there, but if I open this door, Monty's going to want to go outside. It's still sunny in 10 minutes. It's supposed to be raining today. If it's still sunny, by the time I finish work, Monty will go outside. Is that okay? I had like a funny like tummy, like it's been like, almost like I've been doing too many sit-ups. Like the muscles have just been like really tight. And like it's been like when towards the end of the day, when I'm like ever I'm going to sleep or like just like towards the end of the day as I've like eaten more, I assume, it's just going crazy. It's just like gurgling like no man's business. But anyway, for kind of that reason, and also like earlier on in the week I was kind of a bit more like fevery. I haven't been to the gym since last week, so I went to the gym this morning for the first time in ages. I need to figure out a solution to this as well, because this is insane. Mr. Moo, don't worry about it.
We will fix this problem together, won't we? Yes, we will. Give me that booty. Give me that booty.
Went to the gym this morning and haven't been basically in ages because of that, and because the week before that I was doing weight stuff because I was on call. My cardio is like not great. So did a little bit of treadmill and that's about it. That's about it. I finished and I was like, is there much point me doing anything else? I feel like I should ramp up into it, basically, like with today and tomorrow, which is supposed to be raining tomorrow, but it's supposed to be raining today. I was going to cycle to work, but obviously if it's raining, I won't. If it's raining on the way back, that's less of a problem. But I actually haven't said that. My new bags don't look like they're going to arrive for tomorrow. So if it is raining, I don't have a waterproof way of carrying my laptop. So that rules that out, doesn't it? I have to go on the bus. Anyway, today's been pretty good. Pretty good. I've been like doing a load of stuff this morning, like loads of different things. And they're all not the thing I want to do, but they're all different things. So there's that, I guess. All of a sudden, I've started getting emails to my email address for like someone signing up to random accounts. And I'm like, what? Why? Obviously, I get the verify email thing, you know? So I don't get it. I don't understand. Anyhow, we're done for the day. I've just uploaded a video. I'm kind of waiting for I'm uploading them and they go public as soon as they're finished. As soon as they're finished processing. So I'm kind of waiting for the thumbnails to come up so I can pick a thumbnail and then I can go downstairs. Laura is at a work thing all day. She's at like a team building thing. So it's just me for dinner. Boy, it looks lovely outside as well. We've got look at it. We've got the fucking heating on in here, and I bet you, wait, you watch. Oh, there he is. I heard you in here, Moo Moo, and I assumed you were up to no good. What am I doing? What a big meanie. I don't know why he doesn't sleep on that anymore. He just curls up there. Loves a good chair though. He's a big chair fan. What was I talking about? Yeah, so it's just me for dinner, which means I'm having. Laura didn't want chips this week, and you know what? I wanted chicken wings and chips, baby. The weather, that's what I'm talking about. The weather is fucking lovely. But it was supposed to be raining today. So like about this morning before she left, put a wash on. I put that on at lunchtime and now it's baking outside. I could have put it outside, I would have tried fine. Now look, I know what you're going to say. Jamie, it's Wednesday. Why are you in the same room as you were on Tuesday? I know I keep saying, oh, I'm a water bowl. I know I keep saying that I am going into the office on Wednesdays, okay? But it's absolutely tipping it down today. So that was problem number one. So basically I couldn't cycle because it's absolutely torrential rain all day. I am all in on cycling to work, but not in the rain. That's stupid. I would bus. I would have bussed today, but I'm actually getting a delivery today, which is being delivered by like a weird delivery company I don't normally get deliveries from. Like if it was DPD or something, I would have just gone. Or like, you know, Royal Mail or whatever, I'd have just gone because I know what they do with the parcels. I know where, like how to get it, you know. This is a weird company I've never seen or used before, so I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna risk them taking it and just like sending it back or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know where I'd have to pick it up from, or if I can reschedule it for the next day or anything like that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stay in, I'm gonna get it. I'm getting my bags for my bike. So I'll be able to use them on the weekend, which I've actually got plans on the weekend, which I'm gonna be bumming around on my little bike. It's gonna be great. I need to get some mud guards, mud flap things. For the same reason I'm not going when it's raining. If it's a little bit damp, I'm gonna get like wet. What I wanna do is I wanna cycle into work in the clothes I work in, and then I'll cycle back, which is uphill, in like gym gear stuff. So that's my logic there. I'm an adult now, not a child, and I can have mud flaps now without losing respect of my peers. Yeah, so I'm thinking that this weekend I'm going to cycle into... Monty, what is that? Is that poo? Have you been sick or is that poo? Why is there a poo there? What is this? That's a bad sign if it's there. I've not stepped in any, have I? Cats, eh? Bloody hell. I think he gets stuck in his bum and then he fucking wanders into different rooms that it falls off. Needs to learn to pinch it off better. But yeah, so that's why I'm at home. I'm waiting for a delivery and I am also chomping through some stuff. So it's good. I've made a lot of progress. I need to add a load of logging to this new app, which is annoying, to try and figure out why it won't work and why I'm not getting through the data that I want to get through. But we'll see. So I'm having fun. Had a quiet evening yesterday. Just waiting for Laura to get back. Watching Better Call Saul. I'm watching Better Call Saul. It's really slow. Laura won't watch it with me because it's so slow. Like it's so like steadily paced. But I'm liking it so far. It's very like it's good for one, but it's very like it's not rushing to get to the point, you know? But it's still good. It's not like it's you know how like Game of Thrones kind of rushed a bit, didn't it? It kind of like got going too fast. And it should have like taken a bit more time, I think. And then maybe they'd have had more, like, you know what I mean? You know when shows just like they get a bit too excited too early and then they don't have enough like wood behind the arrow to follow it up, you know? Look at him, he's absolutely fucking outraged that I'm here cleaning his shit up. He's like, how fucking dare you? He's not gonna like it in a minute when I come in with a flash wipe and it smells all lemony near his tower. Well, hey, look at how shiny that is, boys. It's got a little cool like rolly top. Look how big that is. If you wanted to, you can just like attach it like with just a slight fold over, like this. And get a little bit more space in there. But I was in here and I'm like, where's the laptop pocket? It says it can fit a 15-inch laptop, and I'm like, that's like an iPad. Get an iPad or something in there. I'm like, what? But look at this. Oh, I can't do it one-handed. Snug as a bug in a rug. Look at that. That fits so well. It's lifted off the bottom as well. Oh, that is ideal. So the plan is effectively, one of these, I have my computer in and my work stuff. And then I've got like a little zip pocket and a little thingy pocket for some like organisation shit. Then the other one, because I've got two, one's in there. OTT, but that can have like locks in it, change of clothes, that kind of shit, like cycling stuff. That's sick, man. I'm excited, baby. And it's nice and high vis as well, so that's good too. I will use them at the weekend when I next use my bike. But I am chuffed with that, boys. That's well good. If not, like I say, I don't think they're 20 litres. Most of the ones you get are like 25 litres. I don't think I need 20 litres, to be honest with you. That's like backpack sized. So I've effectively got two full-size backpacks. But hey ho, innit? So who cares? At least they look slick. I'd rather have ample room than too little, you know? So I could take my lunch, I could take all my work stuff, I can take locks, I could take bigger locks if I want to in the future. Wow. Compared to my old one as well, it's a little bit thinner too, which means I'll be less likely to kick it with my big ass feet. And the like grip thing is not a lot, it's not like crazy high in comparison either. So it's not like a lot bigger on the actual bike. Fuck knows why I thought it'd be a good idea to buy that other one. Clearly I was in a world where I was like, oh, I kind of want it to look like a normal bag. Why? I'm not like I'm going to wear it like a normal bag if it's going to get wet, am I? Jesus. Anyhow, it is lunchtime, baby. Let's make some lunch. Oh, I've had lunch, but now I've kind of lost the will to live. It's going well this morning. I've got this annoying issue though, where this fucking container won't stop. It's annoying me. I can't figure out what it is. It's just kind of like... works fine on my machine. I don't know where this sun's come from. Why is the weather forecast so wild these days? It's like raining all day, except as soon as it hits the afternoon when it gets really hot. It's fucking raining next week as well. God damn it. Making a cup of tea and then trying to pull myself together. Something to do with the login that I've added in breaks this app, and I'm adding the login to try and figure out why I can't get this other thing to work. This is very annoying. I need to dig into the package to be like, something is throwing an exception. It's missing something, and I just can't find where that thing is. It's like trying to resolve something in DI, and it's throwing an exception, and the logs I can get from the console clip off what it's trying to resolve, so it's not very useful. Presumably it's trying to resolve a logger, an iLogger, because it's logging stuff, and that won't add for some reason. So I am well bored. I should have gone for a walk. F my life. The problem I have now, especially on wet days, but like, I get up early in the morning. Can I help you? He's doing my fucking nutting. He just comes in, scratches whatever I'm on or near. That's why I'm up here, because I was downstairs in the kitchen, and he keeps coming and scratching the kitchen chairs. Son of a bitch. We don't care about this bed, we care about the kitchen chairs. Even though he's ruined one of them. Cats piss me off. Should have gone for a walk. The problem I have is that, like, I get up early and I work early, so I finish early. Laura doesn't get up early, finishes late, or goes to the gym late. So like, I do everything in the morning, and now in the afternoon and evening, I'm just bored off my tits. I'm so bored. I'm fucking reading a book in daytime. You dare. It's not dinner time yet. We've got an hour. 7 and 7, that's what we do. 7 and 7. I felt my mental state slip a little bit yesterday. Last night and all this morning, can't really tell when, but I woke up this morning and I was like, in like a not a very good place in general. If I'm honest, I don't think I've been in that place since Christmas. Hopefully though, it's quite fleeting. I went to the gym today, which, like I say, I've been trying to like build myself back into the gym because I've not been able to go for so long, and not been able to go and like sweat. And I went and I fucking sweated, boys, and it feels great. I did a solid 4K on the treadmill in sub 20 minutes, which is great. I then did some rowing. The rowing was, I was gassed from the running. So, all that's including like, well, plus warm up and cool down, which like adds to like 5K in total, you know, but obviously they don't, that's not at speed. Did a load of rowing, 5K rowing, which was hard as nails, and I didn't really push very hard because I was absolutely knackered. And then I did 20 minutes of like fast step on this power stepper thingamajig. Some like 85 floors of stairs. I wanted to go swimming because like looking outside at the pool, it was really sunny and like it looked fucking lovely. But I'm going swimming tomorrow morning, and I'd rather, I was going to start work at 8:30 today, and I was like, oh, maybe I could just start at 9. We've got a meeting at 5. The like normal hours are like 9 till 5:30. I usually do 8 till 4:30. We have a meeting today at 4:30 that's half an hour long, and I'm like, I'm pretty confident that's going to be an hour anyway, so I may as well start at 9. Anyway, I was going to go out for a swim in the thing, and I'm like, you know what I'd prefer? Instead of going out for a swim, I prefer to come back and like have a nice relaxed breakfast. I often come back and like log on and like check a load of reports and do all of that kind of shit. But I'd rather come back, I'm gonna poach my little eggies and have my little egg on toast. You, what are you doing, my little man? What are you doing? My jeans, Monty, I look like a tramp because they're all covered in fluff. How can you say no to this face? Oh, quite easily when he gets violent. But yeah, so I feel much better. I need to be like kinder to myself a little bit. Like I said, I think it was being so bored yesterday in the evening and like for the past couple of days, and not being able to like get out in this, like I know it's sunny, but I've not been out in it because of whatever reason, laziness, I don't know. But yeah, I need to get my embroidery back out again. I haven't done that in a while. I just need to be kind to myself, Mr. Moo Moo. And that's why we punished my body, sweated about 3 litres of water, and now I'm back. I'm gonna have a nice cup of tea, nice egg on toast, and then I'm gonna get on with the day's work, baby. I don't understand what I've done wrong here. It's on the same number it always is. What? Looks like I might be having jam, not eggs, boys. 4-minute timer's just gone off and they still look like that. Huh? Obviously the water wasn't hot enough, but no, now I've got buttered toast. I've got one with jam on. The problem is I have grapefruit before I go to work, so before I go to the gym. So I have a sugary breakfast anyway, but fucking buttered toast is so boring. Oh my god, look at my little baby. It's always weird starting an hour later, like it's the same time as it normally is, but like we have a stand up at like 9:30, and then there's like a wider, like department wide kind of stand up at 10. So like by the time that's all finished, usually I get some work done, and then it feels like I've done no work. Also, it's going to be hot today, but it's currently not hot. I have some interesting, annoying plans today. I need to do a load of testing and a load of documentation. Fun. Just had someone came to me from my old team to be like, oh, we're trying to deploy this thing, why does it not work? And I'm like, I'm not sure, I fixed it, but I manually intervened. One of the problems we have is like, there's loads of team environments, and teams obviously only really care about their apps. So when you come to deploy new stuff, like you end up moving, if you tend to upgrade for whatever reason, like you end up deploying lots of, it's hot. Lots of changes, if that makes sense. Like obviously in production, we'll do loads of really small changes all the time, but in a team environment, like 6 months might pass before you deploy this version and that version, and obviously a lot changes. So like sometimes the state files get in a bit of a mess, but I can't figure out why that thing is. We're about to do a design session on this project that I'm running and the fixes that I've just done as well. Like I say, I need to document this stuff, so I need to like track, by document, I need to track the web traffic between all of the end nodes. I need to debug one other thing. I went outside at lunchtime, right? And I'm sat outside, I'm on the little bench we've got in the garden. It's nice and sunny, as you can see. It's nice and sunny outside. Sat there, eating my little sandwich, I got a plate, and whatever. Monty is on his lead, so he's outside on his lead, which is like tied up to a little stub we've got that's supposed to have an umbrella in it, but the umbrella's not in it at the moment. And he just like wanders around on his leads. It's like a really long like dog training lead. So I see him go to the left, and he's like chirping at some birds that are on the roof. And he like comes back into this little corridor bit here, by the bikes and this like table thing. He comes down here. I check on him, and he's fine. They're all on the ceiling, on the roof. Sit back down. Got headphones on, listening to a podcast, and then I just hear this clattering noise, this clattering. And I look to the left and I see a cat running absolute full speed, but in slow motion. Like he looks like a dog, like a whippet, like fucking like going like this, like really running for it, but not really going anywhere because his lead is pulling him back, basically. He's like running against the lead, like almost like swimming against a bungee cord or something, right? Or like a parachute. And I come around the corner, and what he's done is he's like looped around the legs of this table here, and something spooked him. Whether it was a bird or something, I don't know, but something spooked him. He then ran, picked up the table and threw it. It smashed. There's smashed a plant pot there, and he's still trying to run, and he's like effectively slowly rolling the table, like kind of up a step, basically. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? What have you done? But anyway, so that gave you the little spook, didn't it, Moo Moo? We'll probably not be thinking about going outside again anytime soon, eh? To recover from that little bit of drama. Baby! But he's absolutely knackered now. So I didn't pour me tea, you not. But yeah, I'd kind of forgotten that this area is a bit more like precarious than it used to be. That table's obviously always been there, but I think now it's kind of more in the middle. The chances of him getting like looped around it is something to pay attention to a bit more. It's there at the moment because it's protecting the old bike cover from billowing up like a balloon and floating away. Right, 2 more hours. We've got a meeting at 4. 2 more hours. 2 more hours, excluding the 30 minutes at 4. So 2.5 hours. I'm like documenting stuff. I'm having so much fun, so much fun. Work is done for the day. Laura is at the gym right now. I even work late. Laura finishes at 5, I finish at 5:30, and I'm still on a, when I start as late as I did today. And like, I've still got loads of time before she gets back. So I'm kind of like, and the problem is, I was just like, I've just sorted a video out, and I was like, I'm going to sort out a video. How many times am I going to say? And I was like, just uploaded a video from the Norfolk video, and I am rendering out another one now as I speak. I'm like, let's do a little bit of programming. But I can't bear sitting in that room any longer. And then I wander around like, what do I do? What do I do with myself? I just don't know. Then later when Laura comes back, I don't want to sit in this room because I want to spend time with Laura. So like, the amount of time that I can spend programming when I'm not at work is so heavily minimized when I work from home. Like, the advantage is, because like the optimal time is before Laura gets back from work, but that's when I least want to because I've just finished working. So Monty's licking his wounds. Are you tired, my baby? How you feeling? You feeling okay? My little man down. Wants fuss. I think he's always trying to kill me. What are you doing to me, my man? What are you doing to me? You want that little neck scratch, don't you? Yes. Yes, Jamie, I do. Yes, Jamie, I do. Yeah. Good boy. You're gonna fall, Moo Moo. Yeah, she's not gonna be late. She's not gonna be too late. So I'm gonna watch some Better Call Saul, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. I'm only on season 2. I know there's loads of seasons, which is why I wanted to watch it. And then I'm gonna sort out dinner. That's my plan of attack. I'll do washing up in a bit. It's the heaters, so I've got to wait for Laura to get back before I can start cooking because it cooks too quick. But I can do all the prep when she's on the way. Ba-bam! So when we were driving back from the wedding last weekend, why is my computer on? Laura mentioned like, maybe we should get a new car. Because, so our plan has always been, move out of this house, we're going to sell this house, and then we're going to get somewhere where we have off-street parking, and then we can get an electric car. That's what we want. We can't have an electric car until we move house. So that's the plan, right? Which car we get is relatively complicated because I like small cars. Most electric cars aren't small. I was looking today, it looks like potentially something like the Volkswagen ID3. Looks good. Anyway, so what we said was we'd have a look at like the market of cars and we'd figure out, bearing in mind we want to buy a house, we'd figure out like how much cars are and whether it makes sense, because we're not the kind of people, we buy a car and we like Beth and Ben flip cars, like they buy a car and use it for a year then sell it. That's what they've done for like the past, for as long as I know them. Whereas we've bought my Fiat until it started costing me a lot of money, then I got rid of it, and then we got my Renault and it's fine, except it's not very comfortable and the air conditioning is not as good as it used to be, even though we got it regassed at some point. I should just take it to the garage and be like, why is my air conditioning not good? But it's like, it's an old car. So anyway, but looking at second-hand cars, being like, if we could get a decent car, and by a decent car, I mean a decent upgrade for like 5 grand, maybe that's worth it. But my lord, a second-hand car is spenny right now. I know how much Laura's dad paid for their car when they got a new car. I know how much my dad paid for his, and they're like nice cars. It was like 3 years ago. We wouldn't want anything anywhere near that kind of quality. And they're close to like small improvements. I mean, like, yeah, sure, they're like 6 years old instead of, I don't know, 15, whatever. But Christ, way more than I expected. We aren't the kind of people anyway that just impulse buy things like cars. We're the kind of people who will panic buy a car when our car breaks. Anyway, I'm preparing a bag for tomorrow. I was not a good boy this evening. I've just played games and browsed the internet on my iPad, which is not as good as sewing. I should have sewed. I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, Hopefully we wake up in a decent mood for swimming tomorrow. But it's bedtime, so I'll catch you later, baby.